When a narcissist sees you as being too strong, this is what they'll do. Imagine this. You've worked hard to become confident, self-sufficient, and emotionally resilient. You know your worth, and you've stopped allowing others to take advantage of your kindness and boundaries. Life feels lighter, your confidence shines through, and you stand tall with unshakable strength. Then suddenly, you notice that someone in your life, a narcissist, starts acting differently toward you. It's not admiration or support you're seeing. It's discomfort, resentment, and even hostility. Why does this happen? Because narcissists thrive on control, power, and the ability to manipulate others. They seek people they can dominate, who they perceive as vulnerable or malleable. When they come across someone who is too strong for their manipulation, someone like you, it becomes a direct threat to their fragile ego. A narcissist cannot tolerate someone who refuses to bend to their will. Instead of respecting your strength, they see it as a challenge that must be broken down. And this is when their behavior turns toxic. In this video, we'll uncover exactly what narcissists do when they see you as being too strong. You'll learn to identify their manipulative tactics, understand the psychology behind their behavior, and most importantly, protect yourself from their toxic influence. This discussion will empower you to stay grounded in your strength, no matter what games a narcissist tries to play. Before we get started, I want to invite you to like, share, and subscribe if you find this video helpful. By sharing this knowledge, you're helping others recognize and escape narcissistic manipulation, creating stronger, healthier relationships. Let's dive into it. The first thing to understand about narcissists is that their entire sense of self depends on control and validation. Unlike healthy individuals who form connections based on love, trust, and mutual respect, narcissists approach relationships with a transactional mindset. They see people as tools to boost their self-image or satisfy their needs. When they encounter someone who is emotionally strong and independent, it disrupts the power dynamic they rely on. Your strength reminds them of their own insecurity and inability to dominate you. To a narcissist, this is intolerable. When they realize you're too strong, their first response is often gaslighting. Gaslighting is one of the narcissist's favorite tools because it's subtle and insidious, making you question your own judgment, feelings, and reality. They'll say things like, "You're too sensitive," or "You're overthinking everything," when you call out their toxic behavior or assert your boundaries. If you express confidence about a decision, they might dismiss it by saying, "That's a terrible idea," or "You always think you know better." These comments are designed to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. They want you to question yourself so that your strength starts to erode, giving them an opportunity to regain control. But here's what you need to remember. Gaslighting is not about truth. It's about power. The narcissist isn't attacking your judgment because you're wrong. They're attacking it because you're strong. When you stand firm in your truth and refuse to let their words shake you, it infuriates them because it exposes their inability to manipulate you. When gaslighting doesn't work, narcissists often turn to belittling and mocking you. They'll target the very qualities that make you strong, your independence, your accomplishments, your talents, and attempt to tear them down. If you share something you're proud of, they might minimize it by saying, "That's not a big deal," or "Anyone could have done that." If you express confidence in your decisions, they may respond with sarcasm or passive-aggressive remarks like, "Oh, look who thinks they're perfect now." Their goal is to chip away at your self-worth, making you feel small so that they can regain a sense of superiority. Why do they do this? Because narcissists can't handle being around someone who shines brighter than they do. Your strength and confidence remind them of their insecurities, and instead of addressing those feelings within themselves, they project them onto you. Belittling you is their way of leveling the playing field, but don't let their words shake you. Your worth is not determined by their insecurities. If belittling fails, narcissists often escalate to creating chaos and drama in your life. Narcissists thrive in environments where they can destabilize others, and when they realize they can't control you directly, they'll resort to indirect manipulation. This might involve stirring up conflicts between you and other people, spreading rumors, or exaggerating misunderstandings to create division. They'll twist words, tell half-truths, or fabricate lies to make you look bad or isolate you from your support system. For example, they might say things like, "Did you hear what they said about you? I thought you were better than that," or "Everyone's talking about how you've changed." This tactic serves a dual purpose. First, it isolates you by turning others against you, or making you feel unsupported. Second, it creates a sense of emotional instability, which the narcissist hopes will make you more vulnerable and easier to control. But here's the truth. Drama and chaos are distractions. When a narcissist can't overpower your strength directly, they create noise in the hopes of throwing you off balance. The best way to counter this tactic is to stay calm, trust yourself, and refuse to engage with their games. Another toxic behavior narcissists resort to when they see you as being too strong is playing the victim. When their usual tactics fail, they'll flip the script and cast themselves as the one who's being mistreated. They'll say things like, "I've done everything for you, and this is how you repay me," or "You've changed, and now you're treating me so unfairly." They might exaggerate their struggles, fabricate stories of how much they're suffering because of you, or blame you for their problems. Their goal is to trigger your guilt and make you question your actions. Narcissists play the victim because they know that empathetic people, especially those with strong boundaries, can be manipulated through guilt. They're counting on you to feel bad enough to let your guard down, give in to their demands, or prioritize their needs over your own. But here's the truth. You are not responsible for their feelings, and you are not obligated to fix their problems. Their victim act is a manipulation designed to weaken your resolve. By refusing to accept their false narrative, you're protecting both your strength and your peace. When all else fails, narcissists may resort to outright sabotage. If they can't break you emotionally, they'll attack the areas of your life that matter most to you, your relationships, career, or reputation. They might spread damaging lies, sabotage your professional opportunities, or interfere with your personal goals. For example, they might start rumors at work to damage your credibility, or tell others you're difficult or untrustworthy. In relationships, they might poison others against you by planting seeds of doubt or gossip. Why do narcissists resort to sabotage? Because your success and independence are a constant reminder of their failure to control you. If they can't dominate you, they'll do everything they can to ensure you don't thrive without them. But their attempts at sabotage are ultimately a reflection of their own weakness. Strong people don't need to tear others down to feel powerful. When you recognize their behavior for what it is, desperation, you take away their ability to affect you. So, what can you do when a narcissist sees you as being too strong? The answer is simple. Stay strong. Narcissists thrive on chaos, drama, and emotional reactions, so the best defense is to remain calm, grounded, and focused on yourself. Set firm boundaries and enforce them without guilt. Don't engage with their attempts to provoke you, and don't let their words or actions define your worth. Remember that their behavior is a reflection of their own insecurities, not your strength. Surround yourself with people who uplift and support you. A strong support system is one of the narcissist's biggest fears because it reinforces your independence. Focus on your goals, celebrate your successes, and trust in your own judgment. The more you prioritize yourself, the less power the narcissist has over you. Thank you for taking the time to explore this important topic. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content. By spreading awareness about narcissistic behavior, we can help others recognize and protect themselves from toxic dynamics. Remember, your strength is your greatest asset, and no one, especially a narcissist, can take that away from you. Stay strong, stay confident, and always trust in yourself. Demonic mind games narcissists use to manipulate you. Imagine living in a world where every word you say is twisted, where your emotions are used against you, and where your perception of reality is constantly being challenged. This world isn't some dystopian novel. It's the daily existence of those caught in the grasp of a narcissist. These individuals are not simply self-absorbed. They are masters of psychological manipulation. Through subtle and sinister tactics, narcissists can control every aspect of their victims' lives, making them question their own minds, their decisions, and their worth. But how do they do it? What are the hidden games narcissists play to manipulate and control their targets? That's what we'll uncover in this article, revealing the demonic mind games they use to keep you under their thumb. Before we dive deep into these manipulative tactics, let me invite you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. It's time to unravel the darkness of narcissistic manipulation and learn how to protect yourself. Narcissists are not just self-centered individuals. They are expert manipulators who use a variety of psychological games to control and exploit those around them. Their manipulative tactics are often so subtle and insidious that the victim may not even realize what's happening until it's too late. The manipulation starts small, but over time, it erodes your sense of self-worth and trust in your own perceptions. By the end of their games, you may be left questioning everything you thought you knew about yourself. One of the most destructive techniques narcissists use is gaslighting. This term, which has gained recognition in recent years, refers to a tactic where the manipulator tries to make you doubt your reality. It's as if they're saying, "That never happened," or "You're overreacting," or even worse, "You're crazy." At first, this can seem like a harmless misunderstanding, but over time, gaslighting chips away at your confidence and leaves you second-guessing your own thoughts and experiences. For example, imagine you recall a conversation where the narcissist promised to do something for you, but when you bring it up later, they flat out deny ever saying it. Or perhaps they accuse you of being forgetful or too sensitive when you express how their behavior made you feel. This is gaslighting at work. The narcissist manipulates your memories and emotions to create doubt in your mind. As a result, you may begin to question your own recollection of events and, in the worst cases, even your sanity. But gaslighting isn't just about denying reality. It's also about making you feel that your emotions are invalid. Narcissists will tell you that you're too emotional, too irrational, or even too needy for having any sort of emotional reaction. They try to convince you that their way of thinking is the only reasonable one, and that you're the one causing the problem. Over time, this constant invalidation leads you to believe that your own emotional responses are flawed, which gives the narcissist more power over your behavior and decisions. Another manipulative strategy employed by narcissists is emotional manipulation. This tactic is designed to make you feel guilty, responsible, or obligated to meet the narcissist's needs. They may use your empathy against you, pretending to be hurt or vulnerable in order to get you to care for them in ways that go beyond normal compassion. This can take many forms, from feigned sadness to dramatic displays of suffering, all designed to make you feel sorry for them and want to help. For example, if a narcissist feels that you're starting to pull away or assert your own boundaries, they may suddenly become very needy or helpless. They might claim they are facing personal problems and need your help more than ever. They could even accuse you of being selfish if you don't offer assistance, painting you as someone who doesn't care or who is abandoning them. The narcissist knows how to exploit your good nature, and if you're not careful, you can easily get sucked into trying to meet their never-ending demands. At the heart of emotional manipulation lies the concept of love bombing. In the early stages of a relationship with a narcissist, they may shower you with excessive affection, admiration, and attention. They make you feel like you're the most important person in the world, and they'll do whatever it takes to make you fall for them. This love bombing creates a sense of dependency and attachment, making it harder for you to break free later on when the manipulation begins. Once they have you hooked, however, the narcissist will pull back their affection. They may become distant, cold, or even outright hostile. This sudden withdrawal of love makes you crave their approval even more. You start to feel insecure and anxious, wondering what you did wrong. The narcissist will then dangle their affection in front of you like a carrot on a stick, using it to control your behavior. This push-pull dynamic is a classic form of narcissistic manipulation that keeps you emotionally ensnared. But narcissists are not content with emotional manipulation alone. They also thrive on chaos. One of the most insidious tactics they use is to create constant confusion and instability in your life. They may make contradictory statements, break promises, or act unpredictably, leaving you in a constant state of uncertainty. This chaotic behavior destabilizes your mental and emotional state, making it harder for you to think clearly or trust your instincts. Narcissists enjoy being the center of attention, and they will often go to great lengths to ensure that they are the focal point in any situation. They may create unnecessary drama or stir up conflict just to keep the spotlight on themselves. In relationships, this can manifest as constant arguments, unexplained mood swings, or even false accusations. The narcissist might accuse you of being distant or insensitive when you're simply trying to get some peace, or they may flip the narrative to make you feel like the one causing all the problems. As the chaos intensifies, the narcissist's control over you becomes more absolute. You begin to rely on them to fix things, to make decisions, or to guide you through the emotional turmoil they've created. By keeping you off balance and anxious, they ensure that your focus remains on them and their needs, rather than on your own well-being. Another manipulation strategy often used by narcissists is isolation. Over time, narcissists will gradually isolate their victims from family, friends, and other sources of support. They may criticize your loved ones, sow seeds of doubt about their intentions, or even insist that they're the only one who truly understands you. By isolating you from those who care about you, the narcissist ensures that you become more dependent on them. They become your sole source of validation and support, and you may start to believe that they are the only person who truly cares about you. Isolation doesn't happen overnight. It's a slow process that involves gradually cutting off your social connections. The narcissist may make you feel guilty for spending time with others, suggesting that you should prioritize them instead. They might claim that your friends or family don't have your best interests at heart, or that they don't understand you like the narcissist does. Over time, you may find yourself withdrawing from relationships, not because you want to, but because the narcissist has made you believe that they are your only ally. Finally, mirroring is another powerful tool in the narcissist's arsenal. Mirroring is when a narcissist reflects back to you an idealized version of yourself. They'll adopt your interests, opinions, and even mannerisms, making you feel as though you found someone who truly gets you. At first, this mirroring can feel flattering, and it creates a deep sense of connection. But the truth is, the narcissist isn't really interested in you. They're only interested in using you as a tool to feed their ego. Once they've successfully mirrored you, the narcissist will begin to shift the dynamic. They'll start to pull away, or they may subtly begin to change the narrative. The idealized version of you they presented will start to break down, and you'll be left wondering where that connection went. It's a psychological bait and switch designed to keep you constantly chasing the approval and validation that once came so easily.